Hello, YouTube! I am Pinstar, and this is Tropico 6 Beta! Now, you might be saying, Pinstar, why are you at the title screen here? Aren't you usually going to just dive right into your city? I'd love to! Except they updated the beta, and it came with some great stuff, among several bug fixes, which includes a fix to those bugged buildings that were on fire that we saw in earlier. They also improved the Teamster AI, which I think is going to help everybody out. Because obviously they are the lifeblood of your economy. The downside is, however, in the patch notes, important, please restart missions and sandbox games after updating the beta. So yeah, this update has destabilized existing saves, meaning we need to start afresh and anew. Now I know that may not be the best news for some of you. However, I am going to restart, but we're going to take it from a different approach. Because one of the things I wanted to show off here is the versatility that Tropico 6 is shaping up to have. So we approached our first island with a specific strategy in mind. Parts of it worked out, parts of it could be a little refined, but I would say we are well on our way to a healthy, successful island that certainly not about to collapse. So now we're going to try something completely different approach. We're going to be utilizing different edicts, different industries, different housing block, and a whole different design philosophy to the way we're going to approach the game. So we may be starting anew, but we are not retreading old ground. The other thing to keep things nice and fresh is since our first game was Destrozado, we're going to change it up and take on the other island of the sandbox, Columnas Rotas. A bit smaller, not as big as of patches to build on, lots more fragmenting, but also pretty darn good when it comes to resources. So it's a bit of a trade-off. Now then, I am going to start with the same starting roles here, and I am going to be doing the same Presidente trait. That just is because the traits, of all the traits, I think they need to do a balance pass on the traits. The one that lets the Teamsters carry more of things is just all around good, and too good to pass up, especially for this strategy. So let us begin. Okay, we are here. So, as you can see, our play area is a little bit different. We've got this nice little plateau up here, got nice long strip of land over here to build on. We've got some smaller islands that are still buildable. It's just obviously not a whole lot of real estate to be had on those areas, but that's okay. We'll live. So what I'm going to try, what I'm going to try my hand at here is, like I said, different building philosophy and different industries. So let's talk industries. Actually, let's do the things that I think bear repeating. One thing that I do not regret doing at all is doing our insta quick build Pirate Cove. Yeah, we can do. We'll do our Pirate Cove right here. We will quick build that beast, and we will get a road going on here, like so. Now then, let's take a look at our trades available. Coconut and corn, meh. Tobacco and coffee. Hey, a leather one! Too bad we're not going to be going for leather this playthrough. Not at all. Gold, not bad. I guess we could do corn. Yeah, we'll do corn. We'll open up more once we get the Smuggler's Cove going. Now, as far as our early game economy, it's going to be leaning on rum. Our last one, we avoided rum just because all the fertile sugar plantation spots were way the heck out of the way, and we couldn't really get to them easily, at least not in the colonial era. But here, this particular island, we've got some better sugar right at our fingertips. Quite a lot of it. Our home base here, as it were, is Sugar Central. So I think this is probably the best thing to do to tap into it here. Now, a couple of things we could do. What I actually kind of want to do is I want to actually just do a double sugar farm, and right about here should be good. The alternative would be something like this. Actually, that might be a little better. Yeah, just something like that. Yeah, there we go. That way they don't have too far to walk, and we've got nice double-barreled field coverage here. We are also going to utilize this place, and we're going to change you to sugar. Yeah, no bananas. No, we're not wasting our time with bananas on here. We want sugar. Now, that being said, we do need to feed our people, and we do also need to get some corn, because that's the trade route that we sort of signed ourselves up for, and that's fine. Yeah, we can do some corn over here. I mean, actually, ironically, this place kind of sucks for corn. Can we, I mean, I guess we don't have to be super duper efficient, max efficiency corn here. We could just sort of stick you in the corner here for a little bit. This is ultimately going to be a temporary thing. But we do want one corn farm and one fisherman's wharf, because there are quests for both of these, both corn and fish, to be gotten in the colonial era. So having at least one corn farm and at least one fisherman's wharf is going to be beneficial for us, if only for quest purposes, but also to just get some early game stuff to sell. Now, I did say early game stuff to sell. The main thing here, and this is going to be sort of our different approach to this playthrough, is we are not going to be using grocers, like, at all. Period. Like, zilch, nada, nothing, no grocers. And it's not because grocers are necessarily bad, but I have a theory that we're going to test out. This is actually a lot less bullet-tested of a strategy than our previous playthrough. So the chances of this going horribly wrong are higher. I'm confident in my skills and knowledge, but this has gone under much less scrutiny from my playtesting offline here. So things should remain interesting. Let's take a look. Oh, beautiful, beautiful. All right, so the crux of our strategy here is we're not going to be using a grocer, but obviously we got to feed people. Obviously, you know, having them starve to death is no good. So what we're going to do, and let's see, let's check our options here. Pigs are good, goats are not. So what we're going to do is we're going to plop down a ranch, and this ranch is going to be part of our housing block. That's right, folks. We're doing a new kind of housing block. I'm going to call it the bacon block, but it's going to involve a ranch, a pig ranch, right here in the middle. You could also do goats, but we just don't have the land. So pigs or goats, whichever the area is fertile for, that's what you want to do. And then we're going to get our road going over here, like so. And again, we are keeping with the whole 2 spaces on either side, which also means that this corn farm is not in a good spot. It needs to be scooched over a smidge meter. Not a corn ranch, corn farm, well, plantation to be exact. I'm going to wait for this thing to demolish itself. Oh, that's the other thing I want to do is a second construction office. I do think pays off nicely. So we certainly going to do it. We do want to place it a little bit further away from the original one. That way, you have them spaced out a little bit. So construction office right here, and this one I will also be utilizing the quick build on. All right, let's get these things here. Let's wait for this to finish clearing itself off so I can scooch it over. Thank you, Corn Farm. Yeah, plantation, corn. Well, in that case, yeah, you know what? It's not. We're going to lose some efficiency because some of those tiles are taken up. But I don't. I want to give our housing block here room to grow. And again, it's just corn. It's more. It's just corn. I'm not going to lose sleep or money over it, and eventually it's going to be replaced anyway. Now let's since we have this big bucket of cash. What we do want to do is we want to place down more and more of our... we basically want to build out our whole block and our production facilities while we're at it, while we have the cash, before it sort of gets slowly spent away. So I am going to drop ourselves a rum distillery. Two sugar plantations will very much feed a rum distillery. And we can keep it near here to the docks. Maybe not right by our residences. Oh, that's not so bad. We can get a road going behind it. Actually, yeah, right here would be pretty darn good. Perfect. And then we also need to throw down a second Teamster's office. I definitely can get behind that. And again, keep the Teamsters near your housing blocks here. It's nice for them to be near industry, but it's even better to be near the housing block. Yeah, right there's fine. All right. Let's see. What else do we want to do? I'm actually going to start utilizing a Teamster port here. We're going to start getting some of our. Oh yeah, we can't do that over there because this is all rocky land here. Yeah, that should be okay right about there. And we're going to get a Teamster port. It's not going to be utilized right away, but again, this is something we're working on in the longer term. We're gonna Teamster port ourselves over here. Right, say right about here. Nah, let's keep it off to the side here. Nice short hop right here. All right, let's flesh out our bacon block, shall we? I think we shall. So one of the things we're going to be doing here, since the middle strip here is going to be a 4 tile wide, we can get kind of cute with some of our placements. I am going to see, for example, taverns. I may have given taverns a bit of a bad rap that they didn't really deserve. So instead of trying to squeeze a gigantic circus into this, I'm going to do a pair of taverns. We do want ourselves... Oh yeah, a library. That doesn't need to be part of the block, but I do want to throw one library down, to be certain. Yeah, right about there is fine. Alright, we do want ourselves a newspaper. And we can get the newspaper over here. I'm just pondering here. Yeah, actually, let me reevaluate. Again, things are still kind of under plan here. We're going to actually block off a fair amount of space right here with parks. We'll do a 2x1 right here because I have plans to sort of grow things out a little bit in the later eras. Right then, newspaper goes right here. Okay, sorry about that. We just had to consult my notes here. So we get another one of these. We're going very park heavy here, but some of these parks are going to be replaced by other buildings. And then last but not least, we throw down a chapel right about over here. Yeah, right about there. Perfect. Okay, I think we're good. I think we are good. And then obviously, well, we're not quite completely good, because we're going to wrap you up here, throw down our edict here, our urban development edict, because we do want to do that half-price housing. Yeah, half-price housing.
As much as...
The other edict that we're going to do here right off the bat, I'm actually not going to do the mandatory siesta. Although... the decreasing of the pollution, that actually helps us out. So I am going to do that. But I'm not revolving my strategy around that. But we are also going to do food for the people. Because we're not using a grocer, food diversity and the food quality that comes with that is not going to be as readily apparent and readily available. So we are going to food for the people, which lets them eat 2 units of food, and increase the food quality score. So they can eat one thing and still be healthier by eating a lot of it. Because that makes sense. Right then, we've got some housing. And we are going to, we're going to stick to the bunkhouses. Another thing I'm going to try, and a little radical departure here, is not building any well-off housing in the colonial era. We're going to wait for apartments for that. So no country houses. We're going to do all bunkhouses. And then we'll keep it around once we get to the World War era, because that'll eventually be our poor sector, and then we'll just develop out and flesh out the nicer areas for our more well-to-do people. So... let us get all of these down here. We should be able to afford all the placements. Bada boom, bada boom, bada boom, bada boom. And we can get another couple of little doodads here, a little park. And a 1x1. Again, things will eventually be replaced in due time. All right, I think we've got everything that we need. One other thing. Yeah, get rid of your palace guards. We don't need them, at least not at the beginning. All right. I am going to do On a Dead Man's Chest again, but I am not going to do the lethal option on the construction office. What we do want to do is want to get a raid going, and I do like the priming of the pump, but this time, since our thing is going to be sugar, we're going to do a raid for sugar, coconuts, sugar, and wool. Now, the last part here is we do want to plan out our heist. And in the spirit of let's try something completely different, I am not going to do the Registan of Samarkand. I am actually going to be going with one of the other three. Now, will that pay off for me? I'm going to try to make it. I'm actually going to be centering the strategy around this thing to try and get us going here. Now, which of those other three am I going to pick? You have to wait for the next episode. So if you guys like this episode and you want to see more like it, go ahead and hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and leave me a comment. Good, bad, or indifferent. Your feedback's always welcome. So until next time, this has been Pinstar signing out. See ya.